World War. The bloody Red Baron was flying once more.
Breaking news. Today, Bismarck, the Prussians, and the Germans attacked Napoleon III and France during the Franco-Prussian War. It strongly affected the people. Let's go to Helma to see what she found.
Yeah, because you look dead.
It's so cold.
Look, I found a survivor.
What do you want? Get away from me.
Calm down, please. The war is over.
What do you want? My friend died.
I'm sorry. Hi, could you tell us about your experience with the war?
You want to know what I saw? I saw dead people. I saw guns and I saw blood.
Back to you, Gretchen.
Thanks, Helma. This just in. The war was directly caused by Bismarck, releasing a published version of the meeting between King William I and the French ambassador. First, we'll show you the original.
Count Benedetti intercepted me on the promenade and ended by demanding of me, in a very importune manner, that I should authorize him to telegraph at once that I bound myself in perpetuity, never again to give my consent if the Hohenzollerns renewed their candidature. I rejected this demand somewhat sternly, as it neither right nor possible to undertake engagements of this kind forever and ever. Naturally, I told him that I had not yet received any news, and since he had been better informed via Paris and Madrid than I was, he must surely see that my government was not concerned in the matter. After the news of the renunciation of the Prince von Hohenzollern had been communicated to the Imperial French government by the Royal Spanish government, the French ambassador in EMS made a further demand of His Majesty the King that he should authorize him to telegraph to Paris that His Majesty the King undertook for all time never again to give his assent should the Hohenzollerns once more take up their candidature. His Majesty the King thereupon refused to receive the ambassador again, and had the latter informed by the adjutant of the day that His Majesty had no further communication to make to the ambassador.
We will be back after a few short... Beth, what are you eating?
I'm eating Bismarck bites. They're good for your blood and full of iron.
Oh, welcome back. Let's take a look at the interview of Bismarck, the nationalist leader of Germany. Helma, to you.
Thanks, Gretch. Welcome, Bismarck. What were your goals going into this war?
I believe in the policy of blood and iron, which means the ends justify the means. One of my goals was to unite German states under Prussian rule. With that goal, I also wanted to build up the Prussian army to make it stronger. My last goal is to form many alliances.
What steps do you take to unify Germany?
My first step was to go to war with Denmark over Schleswig and Holstein. After defeating Denmark, my second step was to go to war with Austria. After defeating Austria, I wanted to go to war with France to bring the southern states into Germany.
Very nice, very nice. Do you think that you have achieved your goals of unifying Germany?
Yes, I do.
Thank you for taking your time to talk with us. Back to you, Gretch.
Now to the interview with William.
Thanks again, Gretch. Welcome, King William. Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
Well, as you may have heard, I dismissed Otto von Bismarck as my chancellor. I have not told anybody about my tactics, not even my advisors, because it's very sneaky of me. I'm a Kaiser, for crying out loud!
How have you been affected by this?
I've lost support of the German army, and I was abdicated from my positions. So now I live in exile in the Netherlands. My life is ruined. I'm sorry. It's just I'm related to so many royal figures that I have to live up to. It's so much pressure on me. But with the help of nationalism and my aggressive military stance, I know that this will increase tensions on the eve of World War I.
We have heard that you have an emotional problem due to your disability. Is this true?
Yes, that is true. My left arm is shorter than my right arm, but it does not affect me on the battlefield.
I hope things get fixed for you. Thank you for speaking with us. Back to you, Gretch.
Now let's see what the experts have to say. According to my research, Bismarck wished that Napoleon III declared war on Prussia, and Napoleon did.
Yes, France is unorganized and poorly supplied.
After weeks of fighting, France had to accept that they were defeated. The defeat led to the Second Empire slowly coming to a downfall.
Nationalism in Germany was linked to liberals who aimed for German unification and to replace the old rulers with a liberal representative government. The liberals led many revolutions, but none were successful.
The king, not the people, brought about German unification. This led to a unified state with a limited monarch.
German unification was achieved under the leadership of Bismarck, who detested democracy but found it useful to rally the people around him to gain support of his policies.
I'm back here at the war zone trying to find a survivor who can tell us what happened during the war. Let's go see who we can find. Look, I found another survivor!
Now let's see what the experts have to say. Beth, what are you
Schleswig and Holstein.
Schleswig and Holstein.
Schlesch?
All of its men